Morning. Bill Kim here. I pastor the Congregational and the Presbyterian churches in Clarion. My friend Mr. Bunn behind the camera and I have been doing for a number of weeks now these little mini sermons, blurbs, summaries, 2 or 3 minutes worth to try to get the point across from Sunday sermon. Today is Monday morning, and Ted and I are talking about our sermon from yesterday, and that was Mark chapter 10, and it was verse 46 to 52. It was a story about blind Bartimaeus being healed. Prior to this story, there's a number of incidents where the disciples get it, they don't get it, they seem to understand, they don't understand about what it means to be a follower of Jesus. Just last week in our reading, we talked about James and John coming to Jesus and wanting to have good seats. Blind Bartimaeus trying to yell for Jesus, the Son of David, trying to get some attention, trying to get some mercy. At first the crowd tells him to be quiet. Then when Jesus hears him, Jesus tells the guys, the people in the crowd, go get him, call him to me, I want to see him. Bartimaeus throws off his cloak, jumps to his feet, runs to Jesus. And Jesus says, what do you want me to do for you? And he says, I want to see. Bartimaeus already sees spiritually. He realizes that Jesus is the Son of David, that Jesus is special, that Jesus is God's representative right here and right now, that Jesus is royalty. What he wants to do is he wants to see physically. He doesn't want the best seats in the house. He's not asking about the golden streets of heaven. He's asking about seeing. And Jesus grants him that. And Bartimaeus follows Jesus on the road, on the way. I think Bartimaeus is a better example maybe than we've given him credit for in the past. I think Bartimaeus, more clearly than the disciples up to this point, knows exactly what Jesus calls us to do, calls us to be. Bartimaeus shows us that, number one, we're supposed to see Jesus. And that can be seeing Jesus, understanding Jesus, knowing Jesus, or that can be seeing Jesus in the face of other people, I think. Number one, see Jesus. Number two, follow Jesus. It's kind of funny because actually Jesus says to Bartimaeus, go, and Bartimaeus doesn't go, Bartimaeus comes, Bartimaeus follows. It's kind of like the old Dick and Jane books. See spot, run. I think Bartimaeus boils it down to the most simple things. See Jesus, follow Jesus. That's our call this week. May that be so in our lives. Amen.